Part 2. After all, they were the prime suspects in the plagiarism scandal last time. Instead, I headed to the library to rework my essay plan. It was also the perfect place to do some research. After hours of writing, I stretched and leaned back for a quick break. I was curious what would happen to Clive this time. Just as I was lost in thought, Charlize and Gina walked in. I was a little confused. How did they know I was here? The next second, Charlize placed a warm lunchbox on my desk. Figured you'd be too caught up studying to eat, so I brought you something. Meanwhile, Gina handed me a cup. Coffee. Your stomach's weak, so it's decaf. Their sincerity was written all over their faces. They didn't look like they meant any harm. Had I been overthinking things? But if it wasn't them, then who? My mind was a mess, but I managed to squeeze out a smile. Perfect timing. I was just getting hungry. Let me wash my hands first. Then I'll dig in. With that, I grabbed my phone and headed to the restroom. But instead of going into the men's room, I stopped by the sinks and opened Clive's Facebook blog. Sure enough, he had a new post. Guys, you won't believe it. When I shared my predicted essay topics for the SAT, someone straight up copied my outline. The predictions might not even be right, but that's just nasty. Anyways, I'm reworking my entire essay plan. Attached was a photo of a guy studying in the library. Anyone familiar with me could tell that was my silhouette. Just who on earth took that photo? In the comments, someone asked what Clive's new essay plan was. Clive replied, I'd write it in Old English this time. I froze. I hadn't told anyone I was planning to write in Old English. Even if it was just a coincidence, why would Clive choose a style he wasn't even good at? There had to be a spy around me. Was it Charlize? Was it Gina? Or were they both in on it? But why? What were they after? Just then, someone patted me on the back. Denny, what are you thinking about? That scared the hell out of me. It was Charlize and Gina. Since I hadn't returned, they'd come to check on me. Worried something was wrong. Still on edge, I brushed them off. You guys go ahead. I'll eat in a bit. The moment the words left my mouth, Gina immediately snapped. Denzel, we went out of our way to bring you food, and this is how you act. Don't think I haven't noticed. You've been acting all suspicious around us these past few days. Seriously, it's like we're being treated like enemies. Charlize quickly stepped in. Gina just has a sharp tongue but a soft heart. Don't take it personally. We know you're under a lot of pressure. We just wanted to look out for you. I quickly replied. I know you guys mean well. Maybe I should just stay in my dorm for the next few days. Save you the trouble of coming back and forth. Gina rolled her eyes. Fine, do whatever you want. It's not like I enjoy babysitting you anyway. With that, she dragged Charlize, and they stormed out of the library's study room. Finally, I let out a breath of relief. At 10:30 p.m., I returned to the dorm. The moment I walked in, I heard my roommates talking about Clive. I went over to take a look. They were looking at a photo, 3 hands holding up drinks and a toast. The caption read, Love from my sisters. I recognized those hands instantly, Charlize's and Gina's. Since when were they this close? And why didn't I know about it? I pulled out my phone to check Clive's Facebook friends, but Charlize's and Gina's comments on his new update caught my attention first. You will always be my #1 heartthrob. Don't worry, Clive. We'll make sure you top the SAT. I blinked, doubting my own eyes. But the moment I refreshed the page, the post was gone. Now I know the plagiarism really was connected to them. Reaching that conclusion didn't stir much emotion in me. As long as I knew who was responsible, handling it would be easy. Besides, I had no plans to go home before the college entrance exams. Without me around, they wouldn't be able to help Clive plagiarize anymore. I could finally focus on studying. Or so I thought. Until I groggily woke up in the middle of the night to see Atlas Carlyle from the bed next to mine tiptoeing as he sneaked through my notes. I snapped awake, my voice sharp with anger. Dude, what the hell are you doing? Startled, he fumbled and dropped the notebook to the floor. The hell are you yelling for? Don't think I don't know. You're the one who copied Clive's work. Sharing a dorm with a plagiarist like you? It's disgusting. Dude, you're already being nice by not kicking you out, and now you're here yelling at me? Damn. You really are uneducated. Turns out, Clive had deliberately led his followers to dig up my personal information and post it in the comments section. Within moments, I was drowning in an onslaught of insults. Even my socials were flooded with harsh comments. Some guy even stuffed a dead rat into my food delivery. With no other choice, I turned to Mr. Carmichael. In my last life, when I was falsely accused of plagiarism, he was the one who stood up for me, rallying my classmates to stand up for me. Though we ultimately failed back then, he was the only person I could turn to now. As soon as he learned of my situation, he immediately arranged a private study room for me to prepare for the exams in peace. I could deal with everything else later. Finally, that damn old English essay I had been working on was complete. The SAT was in 2 days. All I had to do was write it out on the test paper. I let out a long breath of relief, only for Clive to drop another bombshell. Just a little secret between us. His latest post read, I finished my old English essay. The attached photo was a blurred out notebook page, but even with the censoring, I recognized the last few lines of the essay immediately. They were identical to what I had just written, and worse, his post had gone up 10 minutes before I finished mine. I completely lost it, ripping my notebook to shreds. Was I seriously doomed to be plagiarized in every lifetime? Damn it, I just wanted to give up. Then, out of nowhere, my teacher called. Congratulations, Mr. Witt. You got an early admission to Harvard. That meant I didn't even have to take the SAT. Seeing the news, my exhaustion vanished in an instant. I didn't know why things changed in this life, and honestly, I didn't care anymore. With this guaranteed admission in my hands, I was going to make sure Clive, the serial plagiarist, paid for what he did. I told no one about my admission, or that I wouldn't be taking the exam. The night before the test, I revised my essay one last time. Clive really enjoyed cheating and plagiarizing. Huh? Fine. This time, I'd let him steal my work to his heart's content. When the final test ended, he was the first to walk out of the hall. Outside, a massive crowd had gathered, including a few live streaming influencers. As soon as he stepped out, they rushed up to him. "Hey, you look pretty confident. Bet you did great, huh?" Before he could answer, Gina chimed in. "Of course, he's our class genius, our top student. He even guessed the essay topic correctly." The live stream chat blew up, full of praise, saying he was definitely getting into Harvard. Clive grinned in satisfaction, until a group of cops suddenly stormed in and cuffed him on the spot. "Mr. Smolett, you've been reported for involvement in illegal activities. Please come with us and cooperate for the investigation."